In this video, we're going to talk about Dymension. Dymension has just did an airdrop yesterday with the launch of the Mainnet, and it's been one of the biggest events this year in crypto. So we're going to go through Dymension, as well as we're going to talk about the token, the staking, what's behind it, as well as show some action of what's happening right now with Dymension. So Dymension is home of the RollApps. Basically, it's a layer one that's trying to build this Dymension hub where you have different app chains called RollApps that are connecting to the Dymension itself. The idea is that it's easy to deploy your own consensus-free blockchain for your application and then have different rewards coming from the Dymension, have this modular blockchain and all the modules related to different applications. So the idea is really great. It's all about autonomy, performance and liquidity at scale, and about the easiness for deployment. If you're a builder, this might be a really cool option. I'm going to show you some applications later on because they are already on testnet. Of course, they will be coming to mainnet right now. So far, we have seen the token being airdrop yesterday, and that was basically launched at the valuation of the FDV of around $6 billion. As you can see, the current price is around $5, which means it's around $5 billion FDV because there are, the total market supply is basically 1 billion tokens. So that's already quite substantial, but this is not abnormal. This is something standard for the recent launches of L1 blockchains. So I have no strong opinion about the price movement, whether it will go up or down, but it's already in the standard range for the L1s. So let's go with the Dymension itself and presenting Dymension with the blog post that they did. I think it really explains well what Dymension is about. So you have Dymension Hub. Dymension is being layer one blockchain, the fundamental layer, and then you have different applications, RollApps, layer twos, and RollApps are easy to deploy modular blockchains that are natively integrated with the Dymension Hub, and Dymension Hub provides them security, liquidity, and connectivity. So why Dymension? Crypto apps are in dire need of ease of use and economic sustainability, and this way, by connecting to Dymension Hub, it will be easy to do it. You will have bridge to the mainnet, so all the cool features. And on top of that, Dymension also standardizes RollApps with IBC, Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol, similar to how tokens were standardized with ERC standards. So it's also cool. IBC is basically what you can get with Celestia and all the other recent blockchains that are being modular or building something similar. So it's really cool, and probably it will be easy also to connect with things like Celestia as well. So building blocks of Dymension, security is of course super important. This is one of the building blocks. Other is liquidity, so they want to have liquidity, of course, available to anyone in the modular ecosystem here. Easy to access for the rollup apps as well. Data scale and cost, it should be super cheap to transfer, and then it should be also easy to deposit, play, and withdraw. Having a toolkit. So this entering a new Dymension here, this is basically the introduction to Dymension. Now, if we go to the main website, the portal.dymension.xyz, you can see that there are currently 500,000 of active addresses. There are people that can probably get the airdrop. If you got one, congratulations. You could get the airdrop for staking, for example, TIA, or doing various actions on Ethereum, various layers too, like bridging. And now if you have the token, you can either hold it, sell it, or stake it. The current stake APR is pretty high. It was even higher yesterday. As you can see, the staking APR is almost 98% down. I think it was around 600%. Of course, it was not sustainable. I think you can see that here. The top was 3000% on the launch, but of course that's not sustainable. Then it went down to 600, and now it's going down. And of course, it will go down with more people staking. The standard staking APR should be probably be around 5 to 10%. That's like the standard you get for other chains. So I wouldn't expect anything much more here. But of course, in the first days, once you have more emissions, you probably can get a higher staking APR. So why would it make sense to stake Dymension? I would think that basically you should expect different crypto airdrops. This is what we have seen with Celestia, that people are honoring that you're staking Celestia because they are using the Celestia data availability technology. And the same thing should actually happen with Dymension, because when you have more applications, the RollApps that are coming and are using the Dymension hub, they probably will try to reward the Dymension users. So that's why it makes sense to actually stake your airdrop or your Dymension tokens. You might get an airdrop in the future. Of course, nothing here is financial advice, purely educational content, and this is a huge speculation. So I don't know whether those airdrops are coming. I would say this is a natural way to process, especially those rollups, those applications will try to attract users. And what's a better way to attract the user than have a crypto airdrop? So if you want to stake, you can stake on the official website. That's one thing. Another thing is, of course, the rollups. So as I've mentioned, Mainnet just launched, so you can't see any Mainnet rollups right now, but there are many on the devnet to give you an idea of what's happening and how many TVL altogether there was. And basically those apps are everything from different small games to NFTs, to DAOs and other stuff. You can basically go through the entire list on DevNet Dymension XYZ rollups and see what people are building. As you can see, there were many different rollups that were happening, from super small apps to much larger ones, and probably we're going to see the same thing happening on the mainnet. So altogether, super exciting. Dymension looks really good here. I'm definitely looking forward to what they're going to build and what will happen next to the entire ecosystem. We're definitely in the era of modular blockchains. So this idea of having a hub and then basically other blockchains, other layers to connecting to that is getting more and more popular. Also with staking of TIA, different airdrops that are coming, more and more blockchains will be tempted to do exactly the same model to attract users, meaning that you have some kind of rewards going to the stakers. That's why it makes probably sense to stake Dymension. However, of course, we're still early in the game, so I don't know how the price will behave and whether it will stabilize at around $5, whether it will go down or up. So far, it seems pretty stable. It went up to $6. Now it's back to $5, and it seems like this is the place to stay for a little while. So this is it for Dymension video. Let me know in the comments whether you got an airdrop, whether you're a happy holder, or whether you have other ideas for Dymension. Of course, subscribe to the channel to get more on different launches, different crypto airdrops. I'm trying to be on top of every launch or most of the major launches, so more videos are coming that might be super interesting to you. Also on the crypto airdrop side, I did a full video on different Celestia airdrops, also a full ultimate video on different Solana airdrops, so that might be interesting to you as well. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.